The hunger season has come early to Niger this year. Already, aid agencies say that 8 million people, more than half the population, will need emergency food rations. Hunger is a chronic problem in this landlocked West African country at the foot of the Sahara Desert, which is both one of the world's poorest countries and has one of the globe's highest birth rates. I visited Niger in 2006, as it was in the throes of a hunger crisis affecting millions of people, mostly small children. These are some of the photos I took. I went to an emergency feeding clinic where dozens of women had walked hours through the harsh desert to get food for their babies. One boy, Binto, is taken from his mother and placed in a harness attached to a handheld scale. He is 10 months old. He weighs 9 pounds. In a way, he is lucky. He is so thin that he will receive emergency food rations. Only about a third of the 200 children there that day got food. There simply wasn't enough to go around. This year, things are even worse. Poor rains last year and high food prices mean that animals are dying and grain stores are empty. These pictures, taken in Niger during the last few weeks by representatives of the British aid agency DFID and Médecins Sans Frontières, show that once again this cruel cycle is being repeated. It is harsher and affects more people than ever before. Since May, the number of children being brought into the emergency feeding clinics has jumped from 3,000 a week to more than 7,000 now. Overall, 26% of the country's infants are malnourished. While some food and money has already arrived, it is not nearly enough. Aid agencies say they need another $200 million to keep feeding people until the harvest season at the end of October. In the cynical calculus that is so common in foreign aid, donors often wait until a crisis has peaked before providing assistance. During my trip to Niger, I visited a hunger clinic where I met Fore Soule and her 2-year-old daughter, who was so weak she could not hold her head up. Mrs. Soule said to me, "Dabari Ban," which means, all hope is lost. Let's hope she's wrong.